The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Kiara stepped through the shimmering threshold, her boots echoing against the crystalline floor. Around her, representatives from 47 species watched with predatory anticipation. They had summoned humanity's ambassador, expecting capitulation. They would receive something else entirely. Ambassador Kiara of Earth, the Vorton High Chancellor's voice rumbled through translation matrices. Your species has been found guilty of violation of Galactic Statute 7 Alpha. The Council has voted unanimously. Humanity will surrender all colonies and submit to indentured servitude for the next 3 standard centuries. Kiara's expression remained carved from stone. Behind her eyes, fury burned like a dying star, but her voice emerged calm, measured. On what grounds? Unauthorized expansion, exploitation of protected resources, technological advancement beyond your designated tier. The Chancellor's tentacles writhed with satisfaction. The vote was unanimous, human. 47 species. 0 opposition. She had expected this. For months, William and the Intelligence Corps had intercepted communications, decoded the conspiracy. The galaxy's elder races had grown terrified of humanity's potential. Earth had gone from first contact to stellar power in mere decades, a evolutionary sprint that had taken others millennia. Rather than compete, they had chosen to shackle. I see. Kiara's hand moved to the data crystal at her collar. Before Earth responds, I'd like to present evidence to this council. The Chancellor's translator crackled with what might have been laughter. Evidence is irrelevant. The vote is final. Nevertheless, she activated the crystal. Holographic displays erupted across the chamber. Communications, financial transfers, military coordinates. The council members recoiled as their own words, their own conspiracies, played before them in irrefutable detail. William Chen, commander of Earth's Deep Space Intelligence Network, has spent the past year documenting your plans, Kiara said softly. Every bribe, every threat, every species you crushed before us using these same laws. The Delphini, the Archtor, the Kaleran, 19 civilizations enslaved, their potential harvested for your benefit. The Sarth delegate hissed, neural crests flaring. This changes nothing. You are one species against the entire galaxy. Kiara smiled then, and something in that expression made the assembled aliens shift uncomfortably. You're right. We are one species. One small, stubborn, violent species from a death world you all fear to visit. And you just made the mistake of threatening our freedom. She pressed another control. Above Earth's orbit, defense platforms that had been dismissed as primitive suddenly came alive. Not defense platforms. Weapons. William's masterwork, hidden in plain sight for 5 years, using technology humanity had reverse-engineered and improved beyond galactic standards. Earth's response is simple, Kiara continued as warning klaxons began wailing throughout the council station. Every asset you have in human space is now forfeit. Every trade route through our territory is closed. And every species that voted for our enslavement has exactly 1 standard hour to withdraw all military forces from our borders. The Chancellor surged forward. You cannot threaten this council. We command fleets that dwarf. The holographic display shifted. It showed real-time feeds of those fleets, or what remained of them. Sleek human warships, previously thought to be mere patrol craft, had emerged from stealth positions throughout the galaxy. Precision strikes had crippled command vessels, destroyed weapons platforms, neutralized staging grounds. All in the time it had taken Kiara to walk to the council chamber. William sends his regards, she said. He wanted you to understand something about humans. We don't just prepare for war. We prepare for wars you haven't imagined yet. Every first contact, every treaty, every seemingly innocent cultural exchange, we were studying you, learning, adapting. The chamber descended into chaos. Delegates screamed at their aides. The Vorton Chancellor's skin flushed through a spectrum of colors indicating distress. The Catharn representative actually collapsed, their respiratory system failing under stress. Kiara's voice cut through the pandemonium like a blade. Here are Earth's terms. You will dissolve Statute 7 Alpha and release all species currently held in servitude. You will open your archives to independent investigation of Council crimes, and you will recognize humanity's sovereignty over all territory we currently claim. And if we refuse? The Chancellor's question was barely a whisper. Then William has authorization to proceed to Phase 2. Kiara's eyes held no mercy. You think this was our full response? This was a warning. Refuse, and we will show you what a Death World species can accomplish when you threaten the one thing we value above all else: our freedom. She let that sink in. Watching comprehension dawn across alien faces, Earth hadn't just built a military, they had built an arsenal designed specifically to counter every species in the Council, exploiting weaknesses that took humanity mere years to identify. The Sarth's reliance on neural network communication? Jammed. The Vortan's quantum entanglement command systems? Cracked. The Catharn's atmospheric processors that made their ships habitable? Compromised. You wanted to enslave us because we frightened you, Kiara said quietly. You should have been more frightened. 3 hours later, the Council voted again. This time the tally was 47 species in favor of Earth's terms. 0 opposed. Kiara transmitted the results to William, who waited aboard the UESN Indomitable at the edge of Council space. His response was brief. Phase 2 protocols standing down. For now. As she departed the station, Kiara allowed herself a moment of satisfaction. The galaxy had learned a hard lesson today. Humanity would tolerate much arrogance, condescension, even exploitation, but threaten their freedom, and they would remind the universe why predators from Earth had conquered their entire planet before reaching for the stars. The elder races had voted for humanity's slavery. Humanity had voted for their own survival. And when a species votes to survive, the universe itself must yield.